Hey everybody, I finished the Beachbody Ultimate Reset. It's actually a couple days later and I'm pretty excited. I just got my blood work back today and my cholesterol went from 166 to 132 and the LDL level is 57 to 48 and my triglycerides went from 142 to 56. And I figured I'm going to read more about that after I get off here. I also shed about 15 pounds, which was kind of a shocker to me because I went into this pretty lean, but I had some winter weight around the middle that I didn't mind shedding. But the body's funny because you can't spot reduce; it just gonna kind of fall off where it wants to. And I lost it in my back and arms and face and chest and upper parts. And women usually want to lose it in the middle, but you go with what the body does, and actually I learned from that, to just relax, and there's a reason for why some of that's there. So that was great. I went into my first workout today, my first hard workout with Les Mills pump, and I didn't go hard. We're supposed to ease back into our workouts, so I just did, a minimal amount of weight, and it felt fantastic being a little lighter. And once I sent my kids off to school, I had a feeling to get out in the sunshine, and I just did a 2-mile kind of jog run. So it just felt really great to get back into it today. So, you knew from the beginning that I hesitated on this big time. I was not going to do this. I had a fear of this. I have a hard time sticking with, 21 days of taking away all my comfort foods. But anyway, I embraced it when I saw my coach's videos and what they were experiencing. Plus, this is my business. How am I going to tell somebody about this if I don't do it myself? It was the right timing. It was right before summer. I'm going to Vegas in June. So, I just jumped in there, and it went from fear to excitement when I started shopping and realizing, I may learn to cook better with all these great spices and sauces. And so I went into this. We started on a Wednesday because they recommend that because possibly you're going to feel tired or aches or headaches, that kind of thing. And you can deal with that on the weekend if you work. And I did not really experience a lot of that in the first week. I was kind of wrapped up in what the next recipe was going to be. I had a 5K run walk with my daughter. I was a running buddy, which that went great. And so I did pretty well in week 1 and week 2. Week 3 is when I had difficulty. I was more tired. I had chills where I couldn't get warm, and I would only have it like one day and then the next day would be fine, but I did have that. I wanted it to be over. I was sick of the salads and the vegetables, even though they were delicious. I wanted it to be over. I loved my morning fruit plate, but I just wanted some other kind of food. So I kind of struggled a little bit there. It was Sunday and I had till Tuesday, and that seemed like eternity, but I would just get in my support group. Support group was so great. We had a lot of fun just complaining and whining and then sharing our, we were all feeling the same way. And one thing we all kind of really experienced, and everybody's going to be different, but there was a few things that everybody really shared the same, and that was getting up without the alarm clock in the morning and having the energy. That was great. The recipes, the meals were delicious. Some things I didn't like, but on a whole, they were delicious, and they're not hard. They're just it did take some preparation, but I incorporated my whole family into this. My kids, they knew every day, they were gonna, what did mommy make today, and they would get at least a spoonful of it, and if they liked it, they had more of it. And I would do a little pasta or chicken, on the side for them. But it wasn't like I was in my 21-day reset all by myself. I made sure that my family was part of it. My husband was surprised at how big the meals were. He loved a lot of the dishes. What else? You're taking the supplements. You get used to it. Not saying, the detox and stuff, I loved it. But, you found a way to do it, and you had your little plan. And but it was such a great learning experience. The water drinking was one of them. I've never drank. I've realized I was not drinking enough water. That my water jug will remain on the counter because I really liked that. I really felt really good making sure that I was hydrated every day. And the other day, yesterday, I was out cutting the grass, and I had this strong urge, may sound silly, but I had a strong urge to maybe bake cookies for the garbage men. People were putting their carts back at the grocery store, and I was like, hey, I'll take that for you, you know. So it's not always about how many pounds, you know, we lose or getting six-pack abs. This was about getting rid of the junk inside, learning how to be disciplined with the eating, listening to the hunger pains and not eating just because, you know, I was mad. And I just have this overall great feeling. And again, this is my business, and how could I tell people about it if I didn't go through it myself? And I'm so glad I went through it. So if you are fearing this, you know, if you're sitting back there thinking, I would love to lose these, you know, these extra pounds, it's not working for me as far as working out and eating healthy, you know, you're going to go into a calorie deficit. So I'm not saying you're going to lose 15 pounds. I cannot tell you that. Everybody's different. But I know that I got over a plateau, and going back into my workouts, I feel, you know, I feel like I have a fresh start. So if you're fearing, you know, just get with me, and then we can discuss in detail what this is about, if it's for you, if, you know, if you're ready to do this commitment. And I think you'll love it. I'm not saying it's easy. I am not saying that at all, but I do think that you will come out of this and say, you know what, it was worth it. So get with me on Facebook, or my, you know, the Ultimate Reset link is below, and you can check out all the details and then go from there. But you know what, anything that is worth it sometimes takes a little bit of work, and you know, it's worth it in the end, and you never know till you give it a try. So thanks for listening, and keep watching, because once I work out, you know, more, I'm gonna keep updating on the after effects. So talk to you soon. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.